Okay, welcome back to The Topic, the weekly topical update show where we're talking about what's hot and what's not in Thailand. Now we're going to head into our second set of topics, starting with Don Mueang Airport. Is it a go or is it not a go? As you may remember, last year Don Mueang Airport was hit by one of the worst floods ever in Thai history, which forced the closure of the airport and forced the airlines out of there into Suvarnabhumi International Airport. Now they're back. Is it a good thing or not? What do you think, Adrian?
Well, I've been to a few countries and I don't know, I haven't seen really a country that has two airports so far away from each other that is not separated between international or domestic. You get what I mean? So you have international airport and a domestic airport that's separated.
Right.
But here we are separating budget airline and non-budget airlines.
Okay.
These budget airlines are also flying international flights. They're also flying domestic flights. It's very confusing. You get this now on, now off kind of situation. Sometimes, you know, it was operating, it closed, it operating again.
Well, NOK Air have moved back.
Get confused.
NOK Air have moved back to Don Mueang, so it's
Right.
very much
But
on.
NOK Air doesn't go international. NOK Air is domestic.
No,
so
I'm
there's
saying,
no
but
problem.
NOK Air is back, so it's very much on as a domestic destination
Most of the
airport.
major countries, I don't know.
Most major cities
Most
do have
major
at least two airports.
That's right.
Look
Separated
at London.
between-
They have
that's-
Heathrow, they have
Yeah.
Gatwick, they have Stansted.
Japan just has
they have
two,
London
Tokyo,
City
yeah.
Airport. That's four. Okay.
Are they very far away from each other?
It's not the
They're further away from each other than Don Mueang and Suvarnabhumi for sure.
But
Probably.
the
But
point.
what's the reason for
it
Don
bring-
Mueang being operational again? What's the real reason?
Why wouldn't you want it operational?
Why didn't they just build a bigger terminal or better
What
facilities
happens- okay, so
or the
Tom,
third
what-
runway at least?
What happens if there's a really big flood, God forbid, and Suvarnabhumi Airport gets knocked out by the flood? Where are the planes going to go if we don't have Don Mueang
Look,
Airport?
in reality,
Well,
Thailand has three potential.
Utapao.
Thailand has three airports, right? You have Utapao, you have
Yeah.
Don Mueang, you have Suvarnabhumi.
Bangkok has three airports.
Yeah, I think you know how reopening of Don Mueang to the low cost budget carrier is a good idea, because as you can see, the congestion to Suvarnabhumi now. I mean, planes have to wait in the tarmac.
Definitely, yeah.
Planes have to wait on the tarmac before they land. You know, Thailand is a tourism country, right? I don't see the problem of providing another access point for people to fly in and out. And you know, again, on this one, we're not forcing people to come. AirAsia, Tony Fernandez's airline, NOK Air, One2Go, they've all decided. They requested this. They want this to happen.
Sure.
So again, I'm not an airline expert, but if a company like AirAsia, who does fly international in and out, wants Don Mueang Airport because they're going to save a tremendous amount of money just on fuel charges.
Air travel should be partly about convenience. Don Mueang is a very, very convenient.
I live 10
air-
minutes from there.
I live 20 minutes from there. I mean, I live in Saton. It takes me 20 minutes to get to
I'm
Don
not going to go to Don Mueang. It's too far. It's 50 kilometers from where I live. I'm
But
closer
then
to
again,
Suvarnabhumi.
you can fly Thai Smile out of Suvarnabhumi.
Probably.
Right? You can. I mean, it just gives them more choices. I don't think there's a
I've
problem.
always been a big fan of Don Mueang. I like it. I like its convenience. I like the layout. I like that you can get there. You can get
In and out
from
very
check-
quickly,
from
that's
check-in
right.
at NOK Air onto your plane within 15 minutes.
That's right.
Done. No
So-
messing
and
around.
so
no
If
walking for half
you
a
like the
kilometer.
terminal, you like how fast you get to the airport.
Yeah.
So was Suvarnabhumi designed wrongly? Was Suvarnabhumi not better managed? Was this problem created by men?
If you're asking me
Again.
the question, then I would say that Suvarnabhumi, it's a great airport, it's a huge airport, but the usability level is very, very low.
That's right.
As-
I agree on that one. You have to walk
I think
just
the,
too far
I
to
think
get to
the
a plane.
situation is very simple. Thailand attracts a lot of tourists. Obviously, Suvarnabhumi is going to expand. They're expanding another runway now. They're expanding another terminal. Low budget carriers are more point to point. Okay, and most of the Thai AirAsia fly within our country. Okay, obviously they go out to Cambodia,
Singapore.
they go to Singapore. But you know, low budget carriers, they don't want to bother with Suvarnabhumi, even if Suvarnabhumi was good, for a simple reason. They want to be able to land, take off, land, take off, land, take off. They don't want to wait on the runway, waste fuel, waste their customers' time. You know, again, it showcases, you know, I think the right decision was made. And the other thing is, it improves the lives of the people around the Don Mueang area. After a massive flood, this brings the economy of that area back. So on this one, I give a thumbs up.
Okay, let's hope the AOT can actually manage two airports full time properly.
Well, I think that,
You're going to have
I
double
don't
the
know.
problems.
They've been doing
you
it
know?
already.
I would like to give you the last word on this,
you're
but I
gonna
mean, I
have-
think they managed Don
You're
Mueang
gonna have
very,
double,
very well.
You're going to have double the problems. They managed Don Mueang well when it was only operated by NOK Air and One2Go. Now you're going to have a lot more flights at Don Mueang right now.
I think, considering that Don Mueang
In
used
parallel-
to be an
in parallel-
international airport, I think they can
They're
have,
in
they have the
parallel
facilities
with a
there.
Suvarnabhumi. Do they have enough people to manage those two airports
They'll
well?
put the people there.
Adrian, first flight of Thai AirAsia, you and me, we're going somewhere. How about we test that out?
Last word, Adrian.
Let's
We
test
let
it
you have
out.
it.
Let's test it out.
Okay.
It's not proven. I'm
Okay.
not
Okay,
convinced.
Don Mueang is a go, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, topic number 6, the AEC.
Is that like a new basketball
The
league?
AEC.
New basketball league?
AEC.
Asian.
It's
AEC.
the ASEAN.
Anyone?
It's
Anyone?
the ASEAN
AEC?
Economic Community, modeled after the EC in Europe.
Whoops.
The EEC.
EEC.
Yeah, modeled after the EEC.
Okay.
Previously called the EEC, now just the EC. It was a
Okay.
European Economic Community, and now you have an ASEAN Economic Community. I think the intentions for AEC were to try to reduce the challenges for businesses to operate amongst the 10 member countries.
What?
Right.
What did you say? When is it supposed to take place? Can somebody give me a date?
In 2 years.
2
Or
years.
3 years. In
Why?
2015.
Why can't we have it now?
2015.
now?
I travel in ASEAN without a visa anywhere.
I think the problem, it's not about the visa issues.
Are we going to have like a common
Is this gonna
Free-
follow-
common
is this-
monetary?
what,
free
economy,
trade,
free trade. Don't we have
so
free
reduce,
trade already? Don't we
reduce import duties
Yeah.
between countries. So you know,
How am
you
I
could
going to
have
benefit?
cars.
What am I going to get cheaper?
You could get
Am I
cheaper
gonna get-
cars
What cars?
from Indonesia, and from Malaysia.
From
So,
petrol
wait a minute, so
Protons?
is
Am I
this
get
going to
a-
help Thailand or hurt Thailand?
Am I going to get a cheaper
Good question.
Proton?
Yeah, you could get a cheaper Proton.
Well, again, is this going to help or hurt Thailand? I have no idea.
I'm not sure either whether it's going to help or it's going to hurt Thailand. You know, but you know, we have
Well,
to
it's
be
AEC, okay, Asian Economic...
ASEAN economic.
ASEAN. So we have ASEAN, right?
Right.
Yeah,
10
does that
countries.
do the same? Is this like a
Name the
double
10
up?
ASEAN countries.
Thailand,
Uh-huh.
Thailand.
Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. There's another one out there, Philippines,
How many we got?
Burma.
Brunei.
Does she know it?
She knows. She knows. Was it Brunei?
What is it?
Brunei?
Brunei? Is
Okay.
it?
Are you on
What?
TV now?
Myanmar.
Myanmar? Is Myanmar in it?
Myanmar, that's
Are they-
Burma.
Are they allowed in it?
Well, you're
Yeah, they are, they
I
are.
don't know. I'm asking you.
Myanmar is the head of ASEAN right now.
Is it?
It is.
Oh my God.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
Who am I?
Look,
So
I think
AEC, good or bad? I have no idea.
my concern is this.
Yeah.
Obviously, the AEC is going to bring more competition
Okay.
to our shores.
Yes.
You know, as people can do businesses, you know, tariff free, as things become smoother for people to travel around, and certainly Myanmar is right next door, and they're preparing for this. I just hope that Thailand is ready to take on the leadership of the AEC, because at some juncture, some country has to be the leader, much like Germany is the leader of the EU, right? I hope that Thailand
Well,
plays that role.
we're going to take it in turns, right?
Well, no, my
No, no,
leadership
that's-
meaning
we get
everything.
our chance to
No,
mess
no,
it
no,
up.
no,
That's
not
the-
on the council, but really be the country
All right.
that benefits the most from the AEC, whether it's through trade, through travel, through, you know.
So it's a competitive issue then.
It has
Shouldn't
a
we
lot
be
of good
helping other-
things. It has a
shouldn't we
lot
be,
of good
working
things.
What
with
are the good
other
things?
It means that professionals from Thailand can now actually work in any of these 10 countries easier.
That's good.
You can actually, if you're an architect and you're a damn good architect, you could be opening shop in Indonesia.
Is it hard to do that now?
I think it is. I think it
They
is.
probably
I
protect
don't think
those
you can go work
industries.
in Myanmar, and there's going to be a lot of jobs opening up there with that growth in the
They're
country.
not opening the floodgates for everyone to come
Yeah.
in. They're opening it for professionals first. You know, you have to be properly certified and so on and so forth. So
Okay.
they're good things. Maybe we'll see more Thai professionals exporting their talents
Jay,
overseas.
you become a host of an AEC show in Brunei.
Yeah, anything's possible if I can do this.
Yeah.
If I'm still here next week. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Number 7. Burma.
See, we're right there. It's Myanmar now, by the way.
Myanmar, excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize. Myanmar.
Aung San Suu Kyi would not like you for that.
Myanmar have recently been through their version of the Arab Spring, totally opened up, taken many people from Myanmar by surprise themselves.
Yes.
Government are now approachable. The US are very interested. The EU are very interested. We're very interested. So how are we going to make the best of this situation as Thailand? How's Thailand going to do it?
Adrian?
Adrian?
Thailand has always been dependent on Myanmar for a lot of things. And some people say that perhaps in making use of the resources available in Myanmar, like oil, fuel, telecommunication rights, whatever, or even people, they are managing their stuff much better. So I think we have to have a look at them on an equal footing. Rather
Okay,
than
so
one
historically
that's
there's always been a bit of a them and us issue between Myanmar and Thailand, and the other way
Yeah,
around.
you know, I'm
Thailand and Myanmar.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
Tom,
with- I wanna-
do you think that Myanmar, now that they're opening up, they're becoming acceptable to the international community? Do you think they're going to think to themselves, the administration over there might say, damn you, Thailand, we don't need you anymore.
No, they
we don't
will
need
need-
your
they will need
investment.
expertise.
We don't need your expertise.
I'm going to go with the great Aung San Suu Kyi on this one in her speech here in Thailand, which she said, I think we have to be cautiously optimistic. Right? I think people, as in anything, a beautiful woman shows up at the ball and everybody immediately wants to run and dance with her. You know, I think this one we have to make sure that she knows how to dance, she knows all the proper etiquette. It's going to be a while, and I think this is...
You're talking about Myanmar, not Aung San Suu Kyi.
Absolutely, Myanmar.
Dancing and etiquette.
I agree.
Okay.
I think on this one, Thailand has a great opportunity, right, to be the staging point for anyone who wants to do business in Myanmar. I think, as Adrian pointed out with the AEC, they're going to need a lot of human resources. I mean, they're going to have a lot of the skilled labor. They're going to need a lot of technology transfer. I think Thailand has to treat Myanmar as an equal.
That's
I
right.
think we need to bring them on board, treat them as someone who we want to work with, and not, as you said at the beginning, exploit them. Right? I think Myanmar is ready to play ball with us. I think if we do things right, Thailand will be the staging point for many.
And the
My
gateway,
point-
and
my
the
point
gateway
is
to
that
Myanmar. Yeah.
Myanmar might not be so interested in us being the staging point.
I don't think they have a choice. I don't
They
think
might
they have
look
a
at another
choice.
country.
I don't think they have a
China,
choice. I don't think they have a choice.
India.
We're neighbors. At the end of the day, my neighbor, you know, who I've been living with for what, the last 15 years, right? My
to put
neighbor
up
and
with
my
you.
has to put up with me. We like each other. We understand each other. All of a sudden, a new guy moves into the block. You know, I think he's going to trust us. But again, he comes back. I have to understand that my neighbor now is no longer the weak, you know, partner that I may have had. And we have to understand that Myanmar has will awaken. And I think if we treat the people of Myanmar with respect, we treat their government with respect, I think things will be okay.
It's got a great opportunity for Thai companies to do business there, not exploit, do business.
Have you been
we can
to Myanmar?
supply. No, I haven't. I have a couple of Burmese friends. But yes, there are a lot of things that we can actually provide them with in terms of technology help, in terms of operating of the port, for instance, the deep water port in Dawei, and supplying a lot of our produce,
Yeah.
soft drinks,
But it goes back
instant noodles.
and it goes back to your original. And I think we have to take the word exploited out because we can't make those people feel that way. And I think that if we can really show the people of Myanmar, their government, that, you know, we're here to support. We want them to grow. As they grow, we should grow. And I think if that's the case, then
Was Thailand Aung San Suu Kyi's first country
it was
overseas?
first, yeah.
Should
So
we be?
that's
Should,
some
should
significance.
Thailand be worried about Myanmar?
It should.
They should. They should. 66 million people,
It
80
should.
million people, right?
It should. If all the people invest and build factories there and things are going to be produced in Myanmar, that's going to be taking stuff away from Thai factories and Thai labor.
But you
So
can
we
look. You
should.
can look at Myanmar as Vietnam to China. You can look at Myanmar as Cambodia to China. You know, we can be the China for this country, where we're moving our labor force or things that we want to do into them, right? I think, you know, Vietnam benefits from a bigger China. Cambodia benefits from a bigger China.
you say
Why
we're
can't Myanmar?
move our labor force into Myanmar?
No, it's not about.
Do we
We
still
have to-
have the labor force?
we have to upgrade our-
Because
our-
in my experience, we're using a lot of people from Myanmar as laborers here, as factory workers here, because the Thai people are not willing to do that work, or they've moved on. They've progressed from those kind of jobs.
No, again, on this
what's-
one,
where's the
I think
opportunity
it
for
gives it gives us an opportunity to climb up the ladder of business. You know, it showcases we can't do business the same now. We have a nice friend in Myanmar
Yeah.
who is willing to help us grow, and we help them grow. So it's a matter of just partnering up, just like China helps Vietnam grow, Vietnam helps China
The
grow.
opportunities are there. Perhaps even a TV station could be in
There
the
you go.
works.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So perhaps we should start learning it.
Okay,
Very
guys,
nice.
thank you very much. That's Myanmar, that's the AEC, and that's Don Mueang Airport years ago. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to be back with our final 3 topics. Stay tuned.
They can never break your pride.